Welcome to the 3Gen podcast. We are three generations of
life,
love,
and legacy.
And we're hoping to foster meaningful conversations that bridge generational gaps, sharing diverse perspectives and experiences to promote understanding, empathy, and connections across different age groups.
We are three generations of life,
love,
and legacy. Welcome back to the 3Gen podcast. I'm Raven.
I'm Miss L.
And I'm Pearl.
And we are happy to have you back. What's going on, ladies? How is it going today?
I am excited. I'm ecstatic. This is going to be so good.
Oh, yes, love is in the air, huh?
Love is in the air. Love is in the air. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Any lovers in the house?
Any lovers in the house?
Not in this one. Not in this one. Well, I love you all.
Oh, to be loved, huh? Oh, to be loved. Yes.
No. But how is your day going? How's everybody? It's been a rough day for me.
It's been busy for you?
It's been busy. Everything that could have happened. But, we here. We pushing through.
We pushing through. Yeah, God is good.
All the time.
Well, I have a hot topic.
Uh-oh.
The snow that we had last week. Mm-hmm. It was record-breaking. I think Pensacola had like 8 to 9 inches of snow. It's the first time that we have had real snow. And did you enjoy it?
A little bit, I guess. I think because I just came from New York and I was expecting to see so much snow there, and I didn't the entire time I was there. I guess it was kind of cool to see snow and fun. I didn't really go out in it though, to be honest. So I guess I couldn't enjoy it too much.
It was pretty to me.
It was very pretty.
It was pretty.
It was pretty.
It wasn't our first time seeing snow. It was surprising to see that much here in South, where we are in the South. But it was pretty.
I think it was a true look into global warming though, because why is it snowing in the South and not up north?
Right.
The whole 3 years that I was in New York, I did not see any snow.
Wow.
Not one time.
Wow.
And I come home to the South and it's like a snowstorm.
Snowing.
That's
wow.
weird. My baby Dallas enjoyed it.
Yeah.
He absolutely loved it.
Yes. We have a new little doodle. His name is Dallas. Shout out to you, Dallas.
Shout out to Dallas. Dallas
He's so
loved
bad.
the snow.
He did. He had a good time.
Yes.
I think he might be a winter dog or something. How huskies can stay out in the cold?
Yeah, he loves it.
He did. He really
has no
did.
problem with it.
Well, they said it was the perfect snowstorm.
Did you enjoy it?
I did from inside. I wasn't with that going outside in it, but it was really pretty and different, exciting.
Okay.
And I think we're going to have another snowstorm within 2 weeks. What do you think about that?
Well, that's going to be right around the time of Valentine's Day, so it won't be too bad to be snowed in with your lover.
To be cuddled up, huh?
If you got a boo,
you better get you one. Snow's coming.
Be booed up,
Well, that's actually what we're going to be talking about today. Being booed up.
Wow.
It's Valentine's season. You all have a Valentine?
Yeah.
Who?
You don't have one?
I have a Galentine. You got a Valentine, girl?
Yeah, so why not?
Ooh, I'm trying to see.
This is interesting.
Okay, this new news to me.
Well, hey, you can't tell everything. You got to leave something to tell Jesus when you
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, how y'all feeling about the love topic, the love in the air? How does Valentine's Day make y'all feel?
Exciting. It's a beautiful day. If you have, whether you have someone or not, you can always do something on Valentine's. It's just not for lovers. It's for, you can love yourself, But it's a little special when you got a little boo, bring your little candy or something,
A Valentine's Day put me in the mind of holidays. I mean, it is a holiday, I guess, but Christmas time, kind of, when everybody just in a good mood. Everybody feels just so lovey-dovey. Everybody nice.
Valentine every day. I'm a hopeless romantic. I believe in love year-round. Love on me every day. Buy me flowers every day. I don't like these. I like GP flowers, just for general purposes.
I hear you.
General purpose candies. General purpose a little Tiffany. General purpose a little, yes. That's
if you getting it like that.
Yeah. Love on me all day,
well,
every day.
I'm not trying to tell nobody business up here, but none of us got a Valentine, so this year.
For yourself.
I was gonna say somebody said they had one. So
Unbeknownst to
that's
me,
right,
I don't
that's
know.
right.
But yeah, so let's get into it. What do you all think about the dating game right now, the dating era? And being that, as I guess only Granny got a man, I don't know. But being that we're all in like an era of singleness, how are you all feeling? And, what is that looking like for you all?
It's not a good dating era. I can tell
It's
you
not.
that. It's
It's
not a
not.
good, not a good dating season.
Yeah.
Hopeful, but tis is not the season. Shit.
But you are hopeful.
Hopeful, of course. I'm a hopeless romantic. I never
You
give up on
are.
love. I would
You're
never
like
give up
the
on
only
love.
person, not the only person. I know a lot of people who are hopeless romantics, but Mom, you get into it, okay?
I do.
Every day it's
I
like
get
love,
into
love,
it,
love.
Hey, and I get out of it.
That's good.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with
Exactly.
that.
But yeah.
Well, I have a few statistics for you all, and
Mhm.
tell me what you all think about it, how you all feel about it. So this is for African Americans in the USA. These are what the statistics are for. So Black Americans have the lowest marriage rate. They're at 30%. The highest divorce rates at 42 to 45%. And we tend to marry early, but have the highest rate of never marrying at all. What do you all think about that?
Yeah, I did. I looked that up as well. Is we have like a 41% never marry.
Yeah.
Never married. 41%.
And Mom, you're
And
the only one up here who has been married. How was marriage?
Don't do it.
No, that's not the hopeless romantic.
I want to say that I love the institution of marriage, but
Yes.
you have to have the right person.
Mm-hmm.
You have to define what equally yoked is to you.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes work. Marriage is a lot of work. Relationships are a lot of work. People are a lot of work. So you got to be willing to put the work in, but it's got to be worth it to you.
Yeah.
It's got to be worth it to you to put the work in. But yeah, I was stunned to see that 41% of African American women never marry. Never marry. 47% have single parents.
Mm. Wow. Well,
That's compared to 25% Hispanics and 8% whites.
mm-hmm.
And single
See,
parent
I wasn't even
household.
gonna play the comparison game, but since we getting into
Yeah,
it,
since
why do you
wanted to
all
talk
think
about
that
some
is?
stats.
Why y'all think that is? Do you
Well,
think it's because of the single household?
there are a lot of reasons for Black women. First of all, I'm going to say on a scale of 5 of the men are in prison.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got 3 that's gay.
Mm-hmm.
You got 2 that marry out of their race. So how many more you got left? But now as far
So
as
you
I'm
saying we
concerned,
have slim pickings?
You got slim pickings, and
Mhm.
we raise our girls to go to school, make your own money, be able to take care of yourself. But we don't enforce that in our little boys.
Speak on
So
it.
when they come back from college or whatever, they have to more or less get whatever is left. And, a lot of the guys, they mature a little late. They don't speak up. So Jody got your girl and gone, and he might not be the best selection. But now, as Luther said, love has truly been good to me.
Not
Better
a
say
little.
that.
I'm a single parent, and
No.
I have no
you put no Luther down, did you?
Luther.
Okay.
But I
Big
really,
Luther.
I've been engaged a few times, but somewhere along the line, God intervention or the guy got a little sense, and it didn't go through. But I have no regrets.
Well, you were raised in a single parent household. And then Mom, I guess you were kind of raised in a single parent household because
I was definitely raised in a single parent
But
household.
your dad, my grandfather, he was like in and out. You all were like on and off, correct? I don't know if I got the story wrong. So you tell your
He
own
was
story.
always in her life. He was always in her life.
Would you all consider that single parent households though? Like if they don't stay within the household but they're around?
I don't think she would have known the difference until she got really grown. Because, like I said, he was always in her life and around. But single parenting, you can have a husband or wife in the same house, and if one person is not doing his job,
You're a single
then
parent.
you're a single
you better speak on
parent.
that
That's
part.
true.
And
That's true.
people seem to get it mixed up that, I could raise the kids. Kids need a father and they need a mother. You cannot be a mother trying to be a father. You can't be a father trying to be a mother. They need both parents. Now, they do grow up to be, not saying that they go one way or the other, but as you can see with the last generation, the boys have been raised by single mothers. They seem to act like little girls more so.
They are a bit sassy now.
know.
If we want to get into the sassy men epidemic, that's the perfect segue because they are sassy.
Let me be the advocate here.
Oh,
there are
God.
some good men.
There
out
are.
Oh, yeah,
there.
no,
There
we're definitely
are
not
some
saying
manly
that.
men out
There are
there.
some very good
We're
men.
not
I
saying
think
that.
that we as women, those of us that were raised by strong women, we're products of our environment. So we mimic what we see. We mimic how we've been raised and how we've been taught to love.
Okay.
Okay? So I think
What do
that
you mean
when
by
we
taught to love? Let's stop right there for a minute. What do you mean by taught to love? Because
you love how you were loved on.
for women,
Yeah.
because I feel like even though you have a single parent household, I feel like you were nurtured in love. So you nurtured in love. So you're saying that women are nurtured in love, but are you saying
Not
that men
all
are
women.
not
I
taught?
said women, men, people in general love how they've been taught to love.
And girls should know how to be loved by their dads,
really?
first of all. Our dad is love.
See,
Yeah.
I kind of disagree with that, but
You
you
can't.
know.
You're
I do. I
allowed.
think your dad should be your first date.
Yeah,
I mean, it should.
you're allowed.
But do you not know how to love if that's not the case? Because my dad wasn't my first date, and I feel like I give lots of love. So
Well, now we got to differ with
You
it,
do. I think it
Y'all
has.
don't feel
I
like
think
give
it has to us. We're talking
Okay,
about
okay.
dating. I think it has evolved. I think that you have certain expectations of men. You have certain expectations of the people that you date. You have certain things. Sometimes what you got or did not get dictates to you what you're going to take and what you're not going to take.
I agree with that.
You get what I'm saying? So it's not that some people that get, some men mess their daughters up because they think that, they're going to have the moon and the stars, and then they get with their gentleman, and it's like, I'm not your dad. Like women mess their sons up, cater to them hand and foot, and they get with these women. It's like, I'm not your mama.
That's what I was going to say, because when you were saying that you love how you were nurtured to love, because I feel like these men nowadays don't know how to show love, but they were loved so heavily. Their mother, and I've seen it firsthand. Their mother has loved them, and I know they spoiled them rotten. But if you still have received love, why do you not know how to give it?
Because it was never required for them to reciprocate it.
That's not good. Y'all don't mess these men up.
It was never required for them to reciprocate. So you learn how to love from, and from your environment. And I think your first love shows you so much. Whether that's good, bad, or indifferent. I think that first encounter, it shows you a different type of something. And God forbid you get a ghetto love, your first love.
Ghetto love.
Ooh,
That's hard to shake.
Honey, that thing gonna mess you up.
But when you're younger, though, it seems like you be wanting that little hood
But
fairy
what about
tale.
little
everybody
bougie
like
love?
a
You don't
little,
like bougie
I
love?
like a little thug passion. I ain't gonna
What
lie
about
to you.
little bougie love?
I'm the bougie. You
Oh.
let me be the bougie love, but I
Oh.
little thug passion.
You
do
like
it for
bougie
me.
love? What's bougie love?
Well, a little dignified love. To send in the flowers every other day.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for out here.
That's
That's
good.
what
I
I feel.
need a gentleman, but I need to know he can ruffle my collar a little bit.
Oh gosh,
Yeah,
no.
I like a little thug passion. I don't
You
mean
know-
physically.
Oh, no,
I
no,
mean,
no.
I need
Oh,
to
I
know
know
that
that.
he can.
We
Yeah,
get it.
he can tell me sit down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause
Like
if
Jill
not,
Scott
I ain't gonna sit
said,
down. I'm
if
just
you
saying.
could tell me what to do, you could tell me what to do. Now, if you can't tell me what to do,
You can't tell me what to
tell
do.
me what to do. So you need to just
You
stop.
better say stop.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what do
Listen
you
at
all
my
think?
Girls. Listen at you too.
So, what do you all think has changed in the dating era or in the dating game? For me and my generation, I feel like it's social media. Social media, dating apps. I think that they've kind of just ruined the way that people go out and try to prosper in love.
I
And you
agree
all
with
didn't
that.
have dating
I think
apps.
technology, period, because I think social media, first of all, has warped you all sense of reality.
I don't think
And
so.
so everybody want a social media babe or social media star, and but they ain't bringing that to the table. They come in looking like they just got off the sanitary truck or somewhere, but you want boom, bam, bam. So I think social media has warped the reality of what realness is. And I think that technology messed y'all up. Because I asked you all the time, I was like, well, did you get the number? I gave you my IG. What the hell is that?
Well, first
what's
of all,
the conversation? A phone number, a text? It's like, okay, I follow him.
well, because okay, let me say this. Back in the day, and I've asked you this, Granny, so you correct me if I'm wrong because I think this is what you told me. Back in the day, you all used to date based off community, proximity. Who was in your community? Who your family knew? Who you knew from around the community? Because you all didn't have like the outreach that we have with social media. So me doing that is kind of like checking you out before I just go all in. Kind of how you all had to. I need to see on your IG page what you're posting on your story. What's your daily life like? You know, what's your pictures? Who are you following? What are your friends?
What
like,
if I don't post? Because
Well,
if
then-
someone wanted to date me based off my social media profile, I'm a stalker.
You know,
I'm a
I say
post.
that too, and I don't even post a lot.
Yeah,
so.
you're not a poster, so.
But the
Now
things that I
what?
do post tell you a lot about me. You can go on my IG page right now, and you'll know everything about me, cause it's real.
Not me.
Not me.
Well, you got an IG?
I get a lot of hits, but I don't know how, you know.
Okay, I'll chew out of this hell. This hell say she
I
get
don't
a lot of
know.
hits. You just got them
Yeah.
in your DMs, girl.
I don't know, you know, what they're looking at or, you know, but
I didn't even know you had an IG, so
well, who do you think I am?
obviously Miss
I'm
L.
out
Let me
there.
tap in.
Tap in,
Yes,
honey.
I
Tap
didn't even
in. Tap
know.
in.
My
Okay,
goodness.
so back in the day, how did you find like men to date, or did they find you?
A little of both.
Mm-hmm.
We had clubs. We had the neighborhood. You knew who was good, who was bad, who was indifferent, and you knew who had money, who didn't, who work hard, you know, who don't. You knew almost knew everybody. I mean, my third grade teacher and my fourth grade teacher were my neighbors. You knew everybody. It wasn't like they live over in Eastgate. Oh, well, they live over in Hollywood. We didn't have all that. We had a community, and you basically knew, you know, who their parents were and everything else, you know. So, and then once I started going out and mingling in clubs and working, you meet different people and different avenues. You get introduced to a lot of different people. But none of this social media stuff, you know.
In the new era of dating, do you think that if you were to go back out into the field, would you use dating apps?
Sure.
You think so?
Yes.
Have you ever been on a dating app?
Yes.
Bam.
I don't know if Ms. L is being
Bam.
truthful right now, because
Who are you?
yeah, I'm wondering. What about you,
Yeah,
Mom?
I
You
know
like
that
dating
for a
apps?
fact. She has used dating apps. I
Yes.
helped set up her page one time, so I do know
What
that
have
for a
you
fact.
on?
Oh, don't worry about that.
Why y'all
Uh-huh.
trying to keep me out the loop? I'm confused.
You weren't ready.
I'm trying to find me a new granddaddy.
No, you're not.
You don't have to do your
You don't-
picking.
No, you don't have to do all that. I'm not up for all of that. You know, I've
okay.
had my say, I've had my day, and I'm good.
You good now?
Now,
Yeah.
I've always been good.
So none of us are not dating. And we say that we feel like the pickings are slim and good man this. So would we date outside our race?
I wouldn't.
And why?
I'm really afraid to date outside my race. I don't know you. I don't know your people. I need someone to eat collard greens and understand the pig feet era, and you know, I
think
don't.
it's some people
I
outside
I
your
was
race
about
that
to say,
do.
what if you do eat collard greens?
No, they eat the collard greens, but you know, you people, and the first time you say that, I'm out of gas. You know, I need someone that speak the same 3 languages I speak.
And what are they?
Bullshit, in shit, and you know, and a little
It's some
English.
bullshit.
Yo.
Okay.
I hear you.
And I just need someone who's, as they say, equally yoked. You know,
Okay.
nowadays you all more or less you slept with someone before you even know who they are, before you know their people and all that kind of carrying on.
Who do that?
Okay.
Who is you
You
are?
trying to
The younger generation, they get into it a
We
little
don't do
early, you know,
that.
and then you know it's like, well, who? I don't know. He said, and you know, and then the next thing you know, one thing leads to another. But in general, you know, I just like someone who's equally yoked as I am and on the same page, and you know,
just like the brothers. That's it.
I like a brother. You know, I definitely like a brother. I want him healthy, good teeth, somebody else's teeth, long as he has some, and got his little Social Security check together, and
You still about that money.
I'm about
see,
that
that's
dollar.
what I'm talking
I'm about that dollar. You want to come to the table? You got to, bring your money with you. I like a gentleman. I just, I ain't
Ray,
What
did
about-
you
no,
date
no,
outside of
what
your race? I know. I mean, you was getting ready to ask me. I beat you to it.
I would,
Okay.
but I will be truthful. Like, no one outside of my race has ever approached me, and I don't approach men, so it's probably not gonna happen.
But you would definitely date outside
I
your race.
would, but I don't get approached by a lot of men outside of my race
Okay.
or
I've gotten
ethnicity.
approached by men outside my race, Reba.
You have?
Yes.
I don't know why I haven't. I don't know, but I'm open to it. I'm not opposed to it.
Hmm.
I don't know how I would feel bringing them home. I'll be a little nervous. I'm not gonna tell a
You
story,
can bring them
but
to my house. It's gonna be kind of different, but you can bring them. You can bring them.
that's good. That's growth right there. Because a couple years ago, I don't know.
No, I've
Mm-mm.
What about you, Pearl?
I don't know. I can't say yes or no. I have never. I have been approached. It's not where my attraction is, but my attraction has tend to change, over the years. So, at my
That's a
stage
good
of
way
the
to put it.
game
That's not
and
my
my
attraction.
age, I'm looking for more things than physical attraction, of course. And at my age, black, white, pale, green, all of them out of damn gas. So, it don't, so,
That was a good way to put it, though.
Yeah.
Like, what
I
your
think you
attraction is.
I think you should be open to date outside your race.
yeah, I'm open to it.
Because
That's why I say I don't,
the pickings are slim for us. And if we
I don't think that.
they are.
I'm
they
intellectually
are.
stimulated, so that's why I say that
I think you should be open to
different
date
things turn you
different
on at
people.
different phases in your
Right.
life. I don't need nobody coming
Wherever
up in
you
my
can
face
find love
bebopping.
and it's gonna be genuine, I
So-
think you should go after it.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're gonna be by yourself.
And that's not a bad thing either, because
What, by yourself?
Yeah, I love me, and I love I don't
yeah,
think
but
you ever
every now and then you need somebody else. Every now and then, everybody wants to be loved.
Everybody
at some
wants to be
time,
loved.
some point.
But love comes in a lot of different phases
It
and
does, a lot of different
fashions and a lot of different forms. You can love on me a
but
lot of ways.
Yes, it does.
You know, you
You
can love
talking
on me
about
a
a
lot.
man, huh, Greg? You need a man.
Sometimes you need a companion. You need to hear somebody else's line rather than your own. If it, conversation, stimulus.
Okay.
Well, and back in your day, I know I keep saying back in your day.
It's
like it was so
okay.
long
It's
ago.
okay. It was.
So
But
long
one of
ago,
the-
she said it been so long ago.
One of the hot topics that's going on right now, and I really don't like talking about like relationships and dating because I just feel like it's ran in the
I
ground.
love it.
It's ran in the ground. But one of the things right now that's going on in my era with dating is the first step of going out and connecting and exactly what dating is. I actually just had this conversation with someone who I was talking to, but we couldn't get the dating part right. So what do you consider an actual date? What do you all consider an actual date? Do you think it has to be going out? It has to be spending money, or can it be inside? Can it just be maybe a coffee shop? What do you all consider a date?
A date is mindset. A date is intentional.
Mhm.
So it could be a coffee shop. It could be an elegant evening. It could be a Netflix and chill night. I think a date is in your
First
is
date. Let me say
mindset.
first date. What do you consider a first date?
A first date could be we met at the coffee shop because we're getting to know each other. I'm getting,
You and Netflix and chill on a first date?
no. But it depends on how I met you, too.
Mhm.
It depends on how, like if I ran into you in the mall and, or I met you casually or I met you at some friend's house, the next time I see you, you're not coming over and we Netflix and chilling. But it depends on how I was introduced to you. It depends on how we met or how this happened about. We could have known each other for years and all of a sudden you feel like you got a crush.
Mm-hmm.
So, then
What do
shoot
you
your
think,
shot.
Granny? What do you consider a date?
It depends on how we met, where we met. But my first date would probably be at my house because I don't know you, and I need, if my mother's there, my sister, and my brother, at least if something happened, they can identify you. That's my going. I don't. Yeah.
Now don't
Look,
come
you
here and
see?
kill all of us.
Straight up bring
No,
them
you're bringing
me.
to my house.
No,
You gonna bring it
I
straight
don't-
It's
to
gonna
the
be a
whole
minute
family?
before you even know my address.
Yeah.
No,
Well, see,
I don't like-
that's the difference. And
But even with dating,
today's and yesterday,
So
you come
used
to the
when
house.
the men used to come to the house?
You come to the house, and 9 to 10, you meet the parents.
Oh no. Yeah, that is different.
Yes,
then.
that's a lot different. Now you all probably gone out 10 times before you decide to even bring the person home.
I don't even
But
like bringing
no.
people home.
No,
See
you
that's
don't.
the difference.
At
Back in
all.
the day, you come to the house, you knock on the door. I'm so and so. Is Loretta here? And she look you up head to toe, or ask you what you want, or
Who your people?
Who your people? That's the first thing.
No.
And
I don't want
that's the
no
difference.
one who I'm not committed to know where I stay.
Why?
I will drive my car and
That's the
everything.
difference.
I
That's
don't
the
like.
difference.
Don't come
But
to
see,
my
I
house.
think that's it, and I tell you this all the time because I know that you are very much like that, and I can see on your first date you say we meet, but you can date a person and y'all been on one out 10 times. You're like, I'm not ready for him to my house, but then you want to be courted. So are you gonna allow him to court you and come pick you up and open doors and do this and do that, or are you gonna stand in the stands that? At what point, to me, if you don't went out with him more than 3 times, you like him, he like you, something about him, you want to be something.
Well, I don't mind being courted. Let's say this. If I live, like, typically before I moved, from New York, I was living in apartment complexes. So that's different. You can come there because you don't know what floor I stay on. You don't know my apartment number. So you can come and pick me up from downstairs. I don't have a problem with that. But if I was staying in a home, and especially if I'm staying by myself, I just don't feel like you should come to my home. I'll meet you.
Yeah, you have a lot of stranger danger. Criminal Minds don't mess you up real bad. Sorry.
Criminal Minds is a good show. You better tap in. You better tap
You spend a
in.
lot of time
You
with
have to be very conscious because
you
now
do. People crazy now. People are crazy.
And I think too, with things changing, technology changing. Okay, Granny, back in your day, it was like, okay, they can come here. All they have your address, maybe your tag, whatever. But unless they
Just telephone number. and
telephone
address,
number, okay. But now with just my name, with just my address, you can look up everything about me.
Yeah, you gotta be
You
careful.
can stalk me, follow me. You can put a track on
Dating
my car.
is scary.
It is.
You gotta be careful. Dating is scary. But I think that what limited information they have, if anybody have ill intent for you, then that's gonna happen. They can meet you somewhere, then next thing you know, they follow you home. If they have ill intent, so I think
It's
that you
gonna
gotta
happen
have
regardless.
good discernment. I think you got to look at the red flags early on. You can't be like, that was funny. No, that shit ain't funny. I think you've got to just,
Yeah.
you got to use your discernment and look for all the red flags.
Okay.
Yeah.
I agree with that. With
Yeah.
that. Well, love is in the air. I can definitely say that. And I love this time of year. Just let's play a quick little game.
Oh, games. I love a
Yes.
game. I love a game. Let's go.
Okay. Granny, let's guess my mom's dating deal breaker. What do you think her deal breaker is?
Broke.
She know her baby. What?
They can't be broke. No.
Broken and brittle. Oh.
Broken and brittle.
I would give
That's
that.
it.
That's what I was going to say too. That's
What's that?
it?
Yes,
Yeah.
that is my deal breaker. We too old.
I don't think it
At
had
this
nothing to do with
stage in
age.
the
I see
game?
that already, like even when you were younger.
Oh, yeah, broken
Yeah.
and brittle. What's the
You're
deal breaker for
definitely,
you?
the.
And I don't mean just broke financially, broke
Right.
mentally,
Mentally,
broke physically,
physically,
broke spiritually,
just
just broke.
Broke.
Just,
Yeah.
you're out of shape. You can't walk to the corner. Just broken and brittle. Get the hell on. I ain't
All
none of
right,
that.
what do you all think my deal breaker would be?
Not a gentleman.
What do you say, Granny?
Telling you to do something.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So which is it? What is your deal breaker?
I think I agree with both of y'all. Telling me to do something, because like I said, if you can't tell me what to do, then just don't tell me what to do. I'm a very but I think sassy men is just my deal breaker. I just don't like that.
What's a sassy man?
Just being like too feminine. I'm the woman. I'm the prize. Like, why are you acting like you the prize? I'm confused. I don't like that.
Well, maybe they the prize too. Y'all can't both be the prize.
If you're not gonna treat me like it, I feel like I'm a giver.
Or you want someone, you don't like someone that
Reciprocation.
want to be courted but don't know how to court.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I
That's
don't mind.
That's rough. That's rough.
What are you talking about? Take you on a date? What? You ain't even took me on a date yet. What's going on?
Right.
You want me to open the door for you? You want me to hold the door for you? I can't do it. I just can't do it. So
Yeah.
that's what I mean by sassy. It's like you want to be courted. No, I'm
What's
the
the
woman.
deal breaker for me?
Nah, I really think telling you what to do. That's it. Yeah.
At this stage in your life, first of all, I think bad hygiene, teeth, all of that is a deal breaker for you. And at this stage in your life, coming into the picture with no benefits or no retirement or no nothing to, I think that's a deal
And
breaker.
saying I'm trying to get myself together.
Yeah.
If that don't turn me off, I'm living with my daughter right now. I'm trying to get myself together. What?
That's not a good thing.
And,
It's economic hardship right now,
I don't care if it's
Right now, people, it's hard times out here for everybody.
and especially when that check that Social Security and you come out, well, I always been self-employed. Uh-oh.
You don't like an entrepreneur?
If he got his money and got that bank statement, but you only get what, under $300 a month, and staying with your daughter and got to get yourself together.
That's a no for you.
Then I know. See ya. Get with your daughter.
I don't really want it. We got to go down the trail of your dating history. Not now, but because, Granny, honestly, you've never been married, but you've been engaged, what, three times?
3 times.
3 times. So what was the,
Well, she's had long-lasting relationships. It's like
love has really been good to me. I've had some really nice men.
You
I've
would
had
think
some
that they
good
were
men.
married. I mean, my dad, everybody
So
thought they
what
was
cut-
married.
why did you cut
long-lasting
it?
relationships.
You have
never
to
known
see
some.
red flags, and you have to notice some things,
Mm-hmm. And you just said nah.
And I had too many people in my household.
Mm-hmm. You think so?
I know so.
I know so.
Yeah,
we talked about that
you
before.
had too many people.
Well,
in
how
there.
do you end an engagement? Like somebody got down on their knee, proposed to you. You said yes. So how do you
How do
say?
you never get married?
Yeah, how do you
does that
say-
happen? You just don't plan a date? How does that happen?
One guy died.
Oh,
Okay.
You think that was the one you would have married?
I don't know.
Yeah, he did it for you.
Benny?
He did. He did it for you. He did.
Hey, that was that ghetto love.
After I got on love, that's what I'm
Oh.
saying. She like that, that little,
But,
that little
see
boost.
that.
Yeah.
I like fun guys.
Yeah, he
I
was
like
fun.
guys. And the other one just cheated,
Mm.
and
How do you handle cheating?
Obviously leaving because she left.
I'm not good. Listen, I have to admit, I'm fatal attraction.
Oh.
I try to tell you who I am up front. I see
You like Lynn Whitfield?
Okay.
I tell you up front
Thin
who I
line between
am,
love and hate.
what the deal is, the do's and the don't try me and don't push me, because then I'm not the little lady in the white dress that you assume I was, and you gotta pay.
Okay, we're gonna leave
All
that
right.
right
Okay,
there.
we ain't gonna touch that.
We're gonna leave that
But
right
I do
there.
have a question for you. Did you give the rings back?
I've never given rings
No,
back.
no.
Now, let me tell you,
I don't do that. You don't get nothing back from me.
the guy that
I
cheated,
can't get all my shit back. Oh.
he asked for the ring back, and he was just being sarcastic. The ring ended up being stolen, and he was more upset about it than I was. Matter of fact, when he bought the rings, he put insurance on them. He gave me the insurance money.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, girl.
I've had some really, I have to say, I've had some really good guys,
That just means you're a good woman.
Yeah, I think that's the assumption too. People think because you're single, men think they're gonna come into your life and be like, "I'm gonna love you right." That nobody says because I'm single that I've been loved wrong.
'Cause
Because
I've been
I feel
loved
like
right,
I've had some
yeah.
really good relationships, and it's
Me
really
too.
kind of set the bar to once you have been loved right, it's hard to go back to foolishness. You know.
That's so
Right.
true. That's
So,
so
and
true.
I think people come into your life and they feel like,
Oh,
you're
you
a
single.
single
I hear a
woman,
lot
you
of-
lonely, you want to know.
I hear
Not
a lot
at
of young
all.
girls say when they break up, my kids were so used to him and he left, and I don't bring a man into a relationship for a father for my child, because my child already has a father. Bring you into a relationship for me. Get
But
me.
They have to love your child too.
They gonna love my child. You're not gonna mistreat my child, but you're not there for that. And my child has a father.
Mm-hmm.
I need you there to take care of Loretta.
Mm-hmm.
All that other stuff go follow.
Yeah. I feel you.
You know?
Yeah, I ain't
And
never
if
do that father figure thing
yeah,
either. I always
you
dated
know,
kind of for
you
just
go
me.
get your children daddy, you know, and y'all cut the food and cohabitate and
Yeah.
whatnot. But I needed, and I've had that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, guys that come into my life, they come in, uh,
But grown dating is different too. Empty nester
It's
dating
very
and grown
different.
dating is a lot different than when you're dating with little kids. Because, you know, you can't really date really like you want to date when you got little kids and you're not with, you know, you shouldn't to me. But
I don't know how about all that.
you know, but grading is dating grown. That's a whole different experience.
It's a whole different
That's a
animal.
whole different
It
animal.
is,
It
know.
is.
It's
It
fun.
is. It is a lot of fun.
It's fun.
Dating is fun.
But is marriage the goal? Who wants to be married? Is marriage the goal?
I
Would
wanna
you
be
do
married.
it? Would you marry?
Yeah.
What does that look like for you? What will it take for you to marry? I mean, what's it?
Oh, child. I don't even know. I gotta find like the love of my life. I'm talking about he gotta be it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think marriage is a beautiful thing.
So we said that
but
you
you
would-
have to marry the right person, and I don't feel like I've found the right person. Even the men that I've dated, that's why I break it off, because as soon as I be like, my husband wouldn't do that, or this ain't my husband, I gotta go.
But you said you would date outside of your race if you. Do you think that because dating and marriage is different? Do you think you
Yeah.
would marry outside of your race?
At this point in my life, I'm dating with intention. So yes, if I start
Okay.
dating the person and they're outside of
I
my
like
race,
that intentional.
then yeah, it's somebody who I could see myself marrying.
Okay.
I
What
believe in
about you? Is
institution.
marriage on the table for you?
No, marriage is not on the table for me. But I believe in
Don't
the
sound like it was
institution.
ever on the table.
It was never my number one goal. For I knew at a young age that I wanted to marry later in life, not early in life, because I wanted to live. I wanted to do things, see things. I've always been adventurous. Can't do that when you got a husband and some children.
I'm hungry.
You can't. Yeah.
What
I
we
think
gonna
you
eat?
can though.
No.
You know, that's one thing I can't say about social media. I think it's shown people different ways of life.
That you can have it all.
Yeah,
huh?
you can have it all, or appear to have it all, but you can make your own, life. Because I've seen women who, growing up, I always thought the same thing, like, oh, if you got a family, you got to sit down. But I've seen, just from watching people's pages or going on their platforms, like, dang, you traveling and you got 4 kids, you bringing the kids with you. Oh, you and your husband doing this, doing that. I think it just depends on, you set your own tone, you set your own reality.
Listen, I didn't want to have a bunch of kids. When I wanted 4 kids. When I had the first one, 8 months of pregnancy, 9 months of pregnancy, 2 years to get your body back together. There's too much going on. You out of 4 years of your life.
Food with one child.
It just wasn't my mindset. Now I
But
just
look at the product.
listen. I put a lot into this. But, I just never wanted to marry young. Now, my sister and I are totally different. She wanted to get married young, not me. I couldn't understand that. Leaving your mother house with rules and regulations, going over to another house. That wasn't for me. That's how I saw it.
Right.
I want to live a little, do a little, and just enjoy life. And I never wanted to get married before I was 40 years old. I thought that was just, because then you marry someone at 18, 19, and 25 to go to getting fat, and everybody
You're
go
supposed
to
to love
losing
someone
their-
regardless. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You love who you love.
You
That's
gotta
how
love-
you know
and
it's
you
love.
evolve. You're gonna change. They're gonna change.
you
have to grow with your partner.
You grow with your
Yeah,
partner. It
you start
evolves.
taking your hair off and all that thing. I didn't want to do that until I was late in life. I thought after 40 would be a good age for me to marry.
But now you're saying that your pickings are slim, because you're
I
saying
never
But
said
she
my
don't
pick-
want to get married now.
No.
My
she
things
said.
are not slim.
Got you.
I think I can marry any right now.
Would you date someone younger?
I have dated younger
I'm
men.
talking about right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm 76.
How much younger?
You trying to be a cougar, girl?
I could be a cougar if I'm 76. If he's 60, you don't think he out of gas?
What about younger than
No.
Younger
No.
than that?
I
No, I'm
hope
not-
he ain't out of gas.
that?
No, I wouldn't go
No,
that
okay.
young. I wouldn't go that. No, I'm not a cougar, but I have dated younger men. And
How much younger?
I think 7 years.
That's not bad.
And actually, the younger men were better to me. Better to
Okay.
me. So
Okay.
That's not bad.
Okay.
Well, all right.
I
I'm
have
not
no
mad at
problem.
it.
I've enjoyed my dating life. Let me tell
That's
you.
good. That's
I
good.
could write a book.
You
That's
should.
good.
I might.
Yeah. I would definitely marry again, but under the right circumstances, the
I
right
think marriage is
person.
beautiful. I think
But
there
I-
should be two.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
how
at a
the
place
Lord
that I'm happy
that's how the
either way.
Lord,
Whatever God
intended it.
has for me, He has for me.
Yeah.
I'm happy and I'm fulfilled and my life
Mhm.
is whole.
That's
with
why
or
He gave
without.
Adam a soulmate.
I think that that's the thing for me. I want marriage, don't get me wrong, but it's just like in my state of singleness, I find such a peace, such a joy. I love it. And it's like the person who comes to me has to also bring that like double time because you can't interrupt my peace now. That's just a no.
See, you got to be able to give and take on a little
Yeah.
of everything.
Not on peace though. You can't take on that.
Yeah.
No.
That's where I am now. In the morning, I need my peace. I don't need. Oh, you got to have breakfast. You got to.
But you don't have to do those things. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I think that they're not chores. It's when you love someone, then nurturing automatically comes.
It automatically comes.
I
It should come.
enjoy
So
preparing
that
a
would be
meal
a
for the
part of your
people
peace
that
of
I
mind.
love.
So
That would be
that's
part
just
of my
peaceful
peace.
for
When you
you.
love someone, it gives you pleasure to do nice things for them. Like it should give them pleasure to do nice things for you.
Yeah,
It's
I
got to be
enjoy doing for
reciprocated.
people
Your
right.
love
You know,
language
if
is. If that's what you bring to the table, that you're a good cook and that you're a good homemaker, then be the best cook
Be
and
the
the
best
best
that you
homemaker
can.
for
But
that.
I think that that's the difference when you're saying that you have to do these things because you're married or when you just want to give to because you love the person. I think it shouldn't be an obligation or a chore. You should just willingly want to do these things because it brings you joy to see them joyful.
I'm a true believer that people treat you how they care like you, how they like you
Yeah.
or care about you. I mean, even married people, dating, your friends, your bosses, this, that, and the other. The way that they really feel about you reflects in the way that they interact with you.
I believe that too.
So,
Yeah.
Hmm.
You believe that, Granny?
Oh yeah.
yeah, absolutely. But this was a good topic. This was fun.
I believe so. I
Fun,
believe so.
fun.
Well, regardless if you're single, if you're in a relationship, we pray that you have an amazing Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Spread love, give love, and
Give
be
love.
open to receiving love.
Yes.
And happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. Smooches.
Ta-ta.